Tempers flared at this morning's sitting of Parliament's Public Administration Appropriations Committee, PAAC, regarding the issue of political hiring at the Tourism Ministry.
There were also charges and counter-charges between the government and the parliamentary opposition after it was revealed that a senior strategist in the Ministry of Tourism, Delano Seavright, has racked up nearly $9 million in travel expenses since assuming duties in 2016.
TVJ's Vashan Brown covered today's sitting of the committee and now joins us live. Vashan?
Thank you so much, Janella and Doreen. We'll tell you about that nearly $9 billion travel bill in a moment. But first, you will recall that at the last PAAC meeting, the number of consultants and advisors employed by the government was front and center. Well, today the Tourism Ministry appeared before the PAAC to answer questions, and that very issue of advisors and consultants was raised. Government members of the committee were not pleased after the PAAC chairman, Dr. MCNEIL, listed a number of employees in the Tourism Ministry that he argued are linked to the governing Jamaica Labour Party. Things got heated in Gordon House today after the PAAC chairman, Dr. MCNEIL, argued that some members employed to the Tourism Product Development Company, TPD are affiliated with the Jamaica Labour Party.
Just on the list of persons who are now hired at the Tourism Product Development Company.
Chairman, I will finish with the road, sir.
President of G2K, Stephen Edwards. You have Tora Hamilton, who is a legal advisor,
Chairman.
Advisor on gender affairs.
Chairman.
You have Daryl White-Wrong.
Chairman.
You have Lionel Myrie, who is the former General Secretary. In the ministry, you also have Mr. Wallace, Dr. Wallace beside you, who is a former candidate.
Chairman.
Mr. Seavright, who is a candidate. I'm asking you, Permanent Secretary, have you changed the terms of how you do employment at the ministry?
Chairman, no. No, out of order.
The PAAC chairman insisted that his question was relevant, but the government members would have none of it.
I think we should put it to a vote.
Yes,
I think we have gone off tangent.
We cannot continue this discussion.
We have gone off tangent, Chairman.
What we are here for.
member.
No, we won't be muzzled at all.
The committee must deal with whatever is within its remit.
We won't be muzzled.
To cover it up.
It's not going to make it appropriate.
Exactly.
This committee...
The committee must deal with what is within its remit.
Government member Marisa Dalrymple Philibert argued that the PAAC should not be used to score political points.
There is nothing that says you do not choose somebody as a leader in whom you have confidence. It is natural. It is done by every administration.
We sought and obtained the permission from the members of this committee to change the structure of this agenda.
I simply made the point here, and I named out those names that I named simply because when you introduce the level of political directorate into an organization, you call into question the judgment that is made on the projects.
Dr. McNeil said when he was at the ministry, the permanent secretary was strict with how procedures went generally, including hiring procedures. Government member JULIET HOLNESS was not pleased.
I took strong offense to the implication by the chairman that the permanent secretary has somehow dropped off in terms of how she functions as a professional. And I think because no, it's not an impression. He should apologize because the impression is when you worked with me, you're a good permanent secretary. And now we don't know exactly whether or not you are abiding by the rules of your profession. And I take great offense to it, Chairman. And I think you owe her an apology.
Oh, those were your words. No, I didn't impugn anything of the sort.
After much back and forth, a brief recess. When the meeting resumed, it was agreed that the Tourism Ministry would be called back to the committee.
Dr. Wallace is sitting right next to me, and his employment was questioned earlier on. The ministry, and he asked about the ministry's policies. The ministry has not changed its policies nor procedures. It's the same ministry that you left, it's the same ministry that is there today. Dr. Wallace was interviewed with a group of other applicants.
I would love to give the PS some advice that since the committee has had discussions and we've decided that this matter will be dealt with at another date,
all right,
I would ask that you hold your comments.